Good morning. It's Preacher Man from his home in Glendale, West Virginia. Wanted to do a brief little tool review of the Cobalt 40 volt max. I've got two of those tools and I plan on getting some more. I was pretty impressed with them. I bought them early in 2019 after moving here to Glendale. I started with this thing. This was the first one I bought because we didn't have one. The parsonage didn't come with one. And it's got a nice guard for the blades. I was so impressed with this after using it and trimming all the bushes back that I went and bought a battery powered chainsaw, because the steel at the homestead is big and bulky and takes up a lot of space as far as moving back and forth to the homestead location. So I've got two batteries. Each of these came with a battery and a charger. For the future references, the tools that I buy, I plan on buying one of the pole saws and maybe a blower. I despise gas-powered blowers because I struggle with getting them started for some reason. Anyway, Cobalt 40 volt. When I bought this last year, charged the battery up full charge. I did not have to stop and recharge the battery. That impressed me pretty good. So one of the problems I found with this was getting this battery not so much to sit right, but getting it to come out. Of course, it'll work fine today. It's cold, but it fits in there pretty tight. There's dual button. I have to push that one way or the other, and then the trigger. This is the business end. So the weight on this is pretty good. You know you're holding a tool, but it's not so heavy that it wears you out. Close up of the blades. The nice thing is it's pretty balanced. So especially when you get both hands in here, you can really control it and do what you want. So let's go try it. So as you can see, it worked out pretty good. So nice thing is, pop the battery out and you can pop it into the next tool. This is the little chainsaw. I think it's a 12-inch chainsaw. I bought a Husqvarna box to put it in, make it better transport, contain oil residue, and also had space to put batteries in the oil. So with a sharp blade, this thing cuts pretty good. We cut some firewood. My wife actually used it and cut some firewood at the cabin one day. Used it to trim bushes and trees, and here, and I'll show you some of that now. Here we have a top that came out of one of the pine trees here, and we're going to trim it up. One of the things you notice is it does, when you take the finger off the trigger, it does stop, which is nice. But remember that it is a chainsaw, it is dangerous, and you use proper safety guidelines for it. So, again, I was impressed with battery life. I don't know exactly when I charged these batteries last, but they've been in the basement in the saw box 6 weeks, maybe 12, somewhere in that time frame. I don't remember the last time I used them. So there is a adjuster here for the chain, and a hole for the oil here. Tells you how much oil is in it. So nice little tool. So like I said, I liked them so well. I bought the pruner first, bought the chainsaw. Now I'm interested in a blower and possibly the pole saw, basically the pole saw. So